Yeah, I'm leaning Yuri on this one. I think that he's going to be disruptive enough to break Carlos Ulberg and just kind of keep him in these patterns of just chaos. And I think Yuri gets to him and finishes him. I think it's going to be a great fight. If you are on the fence about being a fan, if you are, if you're one of those people who are like, oh, the UFC's falling off now, this is a great fight to watch. Because I think the way these two fight, especially Yuri, like you can't run from him.
Do not get me started about anyone that doubts this man, Carlos Ulberg, the Blackjack, gets it done in round one via vicious knockout. Vicious knockout. The man's timing is too good. His knockout power is too strong. He's too good looking.
You know, he's a model, pretty boy. So let's dirty him. Let's get him bloody first. I want to put Ulberg in that type of fight and see how he does in a 5-round fight. My pick, I'm going with Jiri. He always figures out a way to win. He has a crazy chin. He has crazy style and mentality. I like Jiri here, and I think it's going to be the champion.
I'm a fan of Jiri. I'm a fan of Carlos, right? Carlos Ulberg's a really nice guy. You can't not like him, and certainly 9-fight win streak. He's stopping people as well. He's got a really good style. He's sniper. He's tall. He's long. He's very, very technical. Like classically trained kind of style. Yuri's wild. He's unorthodox. He leaves a lot of openings. Seems like we've talked about it. We're having fun, but like it's like a button mashing style on Street Fighter. You don't know what you're doing, and he's jumping in the air, thinks about throwing it and does it, and then it's a spinning back elbow or whatever. But it's awesome, right? Yeah. But he will potentially get caught with a lot of shots from Carlos Ulberg. So this is a really tricky fight for Jiri. I'm going Jiri because Jiri has that X factor. He's got that will to win.
He's got the I go for this.
I go for this.
Go for this.
Let's do that. Let's go for that. Let's go for that. My bad, Jiri Prochazka. Either way, Kamaruddin, the person that's going to have to make these adjustments, it is going to have to be Carlos Ulberg, for the simple fact that you know Yuri's coming. Can you fight backwards? Can you kick that lead leg? And can you take that consistent pressure from him? So if he's able to do that, I think Carlos Ulberg could potentially get this victory. But I will say this about Jiri Prochazka. He's too experienced, man. He almost has 3 times, Kamaru, 3 times the experience of what Carlos Ulberg has. Like he's got like 38 some damn fights where Carlos Ulberg only has, I think, 14 or something like that. Like he's got close to 40 fights for Jiri Prochazka, and Carlos Ulberg only has like 14 fights. So that one's up in the air, but I do gotta go with the favorite and Jiri Prochazka.
Ulberg is not a guy who's going to press forward and use a lot of combinations. He fights pretty, he fights clean, and he's a powerful dude. I'm curious to know if Prochazka is going to be looking for the takedown at any point in this fight. Very, very tough fight to call. This, for me, this is a pick'em, but if I'm betting, I'm leaning towards Prochazka in this one, just with the championship experience.
Ulberg's beat up 6 guys in a row, and his only loss was his very first fight, and he's really handsome, and he could come out of this thing a big star. Like, if he goes out and he stops Prochazka, it's a big deal. And Prochazka's got this gimmick, he's got this angle, he's got the samurai thing going, he's got the interesting haircut, he's got a bunch of fans coming out of this with the belt that they took off of him for a shoulder injury, which, by the way, was misdiagnosed in the first place. Prochazka's a favorite, okay? -143 according to my partners over at DraftKings. Fight's still 5 weeks away. I don't know that I would disagree with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna lead with Ulberg here. You know, as much as I love Prochazka and he's such a warrior, right? I love that about him. I love his Bushido mindset. I just love that he lives the way of the warrior. But I just feel at this point, the technique, it's a little too loose for somebody that is as accurate and hits as hard as Ulberg. That's That to me is a difference maker. The accuracy and the power of Ulberg.
Right. I'm also going to go with Ulberg on this one. I think he has less miles. He hasn't had any damage leading up to this fight. He's been able to relatively, either put guys away or stay defensively sound, and still keeps his power up. As in Jiri, he's probably one of the guys with the most heart in the whole roster. Like this dude, you could hit him with a bat in the leg or the face. It doesn't matter. He's going to come at you with everything he's got. But I just think it might be Ulberg's time. And I usually don't bet against Jiri, brother. But, man, I don't know. Ulberg's looking real crisp, real clean, real defensively sound, even when he's attacking. I got my money on Ulberg on this one.
Who takes the fight more seriously? Who takes this business more seriously than Jiri Prochazka? This guy, again, he is a Bushido warrior. He's out there to kill or be killed. I love that about him. Some people say that they haven't seen a lot of changes in his game. I have. I actually have seen little things that I think give me more confidence in his approach. And I think that unorthodox approach is very difficult to adapt to. Good luck finding a training partner of that size and that awkwardness. Getting used to that, it can take time, and those are the most difficult guys to face for me. And yes, I know Prochazka is a little reckless at times as well, but give me Jiri Prochazka. I think he gets it done and brings that belt back to the Czech Republic.
I'm gonna go for this Jiri Prochazka. I picked against him before. I love that he's there early. I love that he's fighting because he's got a baby on the way that he's got to get back home to. I think he's crazy. I think he's wild. And I think he's going to get the job done. I think that if he doesn't get caught with like the super clean shots that his opponent is capable of putting out there, I think he gets the job done. I really do. And I like Ulberg, like you talked about. I really do think he's a great guy. I think he's a very talented fighter, but I would love to see Jiri get that belt.
I think Jiri, man. I think Ulberg's the cleaner striker for sure, but I think Jiri's kind of, especially with Alex Pereira not in the 205 division anymore. I think he's on fire and knows that he should be the belt holder. But I don't know. The chin, man. We'll see. We'll see. I think if I had to bet though, I think I would go Jiri.
Yeah, man, I love Jiri too. I mean, he's our type of crazy, right? Maybe a little more. Yeah, a little more. I love it. I love it, man. So like, I totally get it. But man, I feel like Ulberg is super hungry. I honestly kind of feel like this. If there's a time for Jiri to like get it, reign, it's his time. But Ulberg, man, he looks so clean against who did he fight? Reyes?
Right, yeah.
Like he was hitting angles. His 1-2 was sharp. I mean, it was beautiful. Like for me, it was just beautiful. And I was like, okay, he fought Roundtree. Roundtree is a killer. Like he's one of my favorite fighters, not gonna lie. But he just ate shot after shot after shot. And I'm just like, it's so hard, but I'm kind of going with the hunger. I'm gonna go with the other guy. I know you guys are going Jiri, but I'm gonna go Ulberg.
Very excited for this title fight. I'm a little bit surprised that Prochazka is the favorite. And I think a lot of people would suggest that his championship experience and all the big fights that he's been in, the recent wins over Jamal Khalil Roundtree Jr., have earned him that distinction. I guess I'm looking at Carlos Ulberg, who has reeled off 9 straight since losing his UFC debut, who maybe just turned in the cleanest 1-2 in UFC history to punch this championship ticket. I think he's got a great chance. When I hear him say shock the world, and I'm leading this way because I just watched Embedded, when I hear him say shock the world, I really don't believe anybody is going to be shocked if he gets this done on Saturday.
Right.
One thing I'll say, though, is Ulberg is a bad matchup because of that check hook. It's a tough matchup for Jiri because, as you can see, Jiri just comes forward heavy with offense. His offense is his defense in Jiri Prochazka, but he can mix in this grappling, get the top position, and he can keep Ulberg down. That's the missing link for Jiri Prochazka in this fight. I think it's the unorthodox head movement and the grappling and the upper body clinch attacks of Jiri Prochazka versus the check, left hook, and the straight jab and the straight punches of Ulberg. They both have their work cut out for him stylistically. But that's a great main event.
There does come a time where you get I consider them as disrespectful young dudes that come in. They don't care the fact that you unk. They don't care the fact that you big dog. They come in to work. And Carlos Ulberg could be that guy. Jiri is so offensive. He has that pressure, that suffocating pressure. He's on you at all times. This jerk motion moving side to side sets you up. Before you know it, bing, bing, spins around, elbow to your face. Now you asking what happened. I'm going to go ahead and go 500 on Jiří Procházka.
I'll tell you what's going to happen, bro.
All right, Sean, tell me, Terrence.
Carlos is freaking same height. He's going to be able to hit him when he hits him, and he's better at countering. He's going to finish him.
He has better boxing. He has better boxing.
And, dude, like I said, he knows how to finish people. He got that T-Rex in him. If you're hurt, he's going to get you the F out of there. Khalil Rountree was too clean, and Carlos Ulberg is going to be too clean, too fast, and much, much powerful than Khalil Rountree, and he's going to get him out of there.
That's a really tough fight because Ulberg is very technical, very good high-level guy, so he's very patient, he takes his time, very accurate as well. But when you're this kind of fighter, sometimes you fight good against another technical guy because you know what's coming. But Jiri have a little bit unorthodox style, no? You don't know what's coming because he moves a lot. So it's gonna be difficult fight for both because Jiri sometimes he let himself expose, but he moves a lot as well, so it can be difficult for Ulberg. So that's gonna be a really interesting fight to watch. But I can't pick the winner there. Just the best man gonna win.
I'll go with Jiri, but I just do have a question about ultimately his durability because it's to your point. It's going to make or break. Because Carlos is going to land on him, right? Carlos is going to land something big on him, probably several times. But I remember watching UFC 300, and I was with my producer Othello, and Rakic is piecing him up, and he's like, "Dude, Rakic is killing this guy." I was like, "Wait, just wait.
Don't write your lead just yet."
Sure enough, here he comes, destroying everybody. It's really quite incredible.